let's take a look at that problem of the day. See what we've got going there. Everyone always waits for this problem of the day. I know. What is the 24th term of the sequence 10, 16, 22, 28, and those three dots mean it goes on and on and on and on. All right, so let's take a look at this thing. Let's take a look at this thing down here on the paper and see how we're going to work with this. First of all, you want to notice something. How does this sequence working? Is there a pattern? Is there a pattern? And I believe there is. Otherwise, we probably wouldn't be asking for the 24th term. And y'all going, well, that makes sense, Ernie. Yes, all right. So here we go. What's happening is we are difference of 6 here, difference of 6 here, we're going up by 6 every time. This, my friends, is called an arithmetic sequence, all right? An arithmetic sequence. Now, it could go on and on and on because it says it's going to go on and on and on. And basically, you just keep adding 6 over and over and over. And the next one, obviously, would be 28 plus 6, which would be 34. And we can keep playing with that. We could go all the way till we find, ooh, 24 terms. That's a long way to go, my friends. Long way to go. Some of you are already out there counting by 6s. I think I can get there. I think I can get there. Well, let's see how we're going to do it. I've got an easy formula, and I want to tell you how it works. You've got this a sub n. We're looking for the nth term, all right, which in this case is going to be 24. But let's put the formula down first. And we always say, let's start with our first term, because that's a great place to start. Start with a sub 1, we're first a, and then we're going to add that difference, and we're going to add it n minus 1 times. Now, some of you are going like, well, Ernie, now why do you have to add, why do you do that n minus 1? Why don't you just write n and do it? Because you're already including that first term in your total right here, okay? So when we start, if we started back at 4, we could run it 24 times 6. But what's going to happen here, we're going to put our 24th term, we're going to start with one of those, and then we're going to add 6 times 24 minus 1. Again, keeping in mind you've already picked up one of those terms. You've already picked up one of those terms. So that's why we're only interested in adding 23 more, all right? Because there's the first, we want to get to the 24th. But the 24th is going to involve just going 23 more beyond that. You say, Ernie, we've already got 16, 22. Yes, we do. But we're going to go back to the first because we know it's for real, okay? We're going to pick it up from the very beginning because that way we keep our numbers in check, in balance, all right? And it's just as easy to do that as if you want to start with the second or third, all right? So let's see what's going to happen. Our 24th term, drum roll, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Oh, 10 is where we're starting, all right? So we're going to put 10 there. D is for difference, all right? So again, we've got this 6 times. Go ahead and figure it out. It's going to be 23 right there. And again, sometimes when we look at formulas, I know some of my viewers say, man, when you start talking those letters and numbers and mixing them up, oh yeah, I understand. But let's understand here that we know what the first A is. Right there it is. It's 10. The difference, how far apart are these? What's the constant difference? Right there, it's 6. And then, how many terms? We're going to come up short by 1 because we've already got the first one. So all we need is 23 more terms to add. And rather than adding plus 6, plus 6, plus 6, plus 6, which is, by the way, what we do when we multiply 23 times 6. We just add it 23 times. Rather than trying to do that in our head and on paper and losing track and all those good things, we just do a thing called multiplication. By the way, remember, when we do order of operations, you hear me say that so much, my dear Aunt Sally, we're going to multiply before we add, all right? So let's go ahead and figure this one out, take care of this business. We got 10, and goodness, what is that going to give us? I believe it's 138, if I'm not mistaken, 138. And pulling it together, equaling to 148, best I can tell, all right? And like I said, a lot of times we like to add them up, but you know, this formula is really, really a great way to get there. We could take and go through numbers by 6, by 6, by 6. Like I said, count them up there. But you know, I'd much rather just go to the formula, whip it through there. And I spelled it out a little bit more here. Some of that, you probably go, I could do that in my head a little bit. Some of you can. Some of you can. Yeah, there you go. So there's your problem of the day. How about it?